up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we got another episode this week in Warframe. We're going the entire weekly reset and what expects a Warframe player this week. And if you have not been paying attention, we got the old piece gigantic update coming on Wednesday with Gyre Prime and a whole lot more. So let's get right into what the weekly reset entails. But before we do, make sure someone's trying to do daily Warframe video uploads, build videos, news videos, extensive update coverage like on Wednesday. You're the right place for Warframe content. Appreciate all the support of the recent streams and videos. Alright, so this is a big week. And starting off the big week, we got Umbra format Teshin for 150 Steel Essence. Now, I don't think Umbra mods will be that great on Uriel because he only has 105 armor, it seems like, but still, Umbra form are very limited. Go ahead and grab it if you want to. Another big thing, guys, since Gyre Prime's coming out on Wednesday, I would not recommend buying your relic packs from Teshin until Wednesday and until you confirm Gyre Prime is actually out. The update should come out at 11 a.m. ET, but Gyre will likely be at 2 p.m. ET, okay? We don't know that for sure, but I would say keep an eye out for that. Maybe don't buy your relic packs till we fully confirm she's actually out. But yeah, those relic packs will become potentially Gyre relics on Wednesday. All right, moving on to the Dormizone. Great place to get Rivens on a weekly basis, also some special upgrade materials that usually cost you platinum. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on this week. Now, we've got the Warframe update on Wednesday. We've also got the Game Awards on Thursday that there might be a Warframe Twitch drop there. Now, we haven't fully confirmed that either. The drop is still to be announced. But honestly, DE's been doing drops for those Game Awards shows a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have another one Thursday. All right, moving on to the Dormizone here. So what we got going on. Okay, great. Good thing I checked here. We got a Companion Riven mod for 20 Pathos, one of the only places in the game to get this, and also it's probably the easiest way to get this. Also got a Rifle Riven mod for 15 Pathos. I would highly recommend, if you want to grab this Riven, to grab it, because things like the Verglass are pretty expensive Riven-wise still. So pretty good stuff for Pathos clamps. Let's go ahead and move over to the the 1999 calendar, as this will be a very simple and easy way to get Archon shards. If you haven't played in a while, Archon shards are like extra mod slots, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. So as far as your calendar stuff, this should be the last month. Yeah, so this is the last month with a new calendar year rotation next week. But as far as the first challenge, you get 150 melee kills to get a free Riven or a X-less Warframe adapter. Your final perks for the season will be as follows. Emergency Medicine giving increased orb effectiveness, Thick Skin giving increased armor, or Heavy Mags giving increased magazine size in only 1999 missions. Afterwards, kill 10 Eximus to get a fully built Forma or a Orican Catalyst Blueprint. Either of these will be very useful for Uriel or Gyre Prime on Wednesday. Afterwards, you get 150 Scaldra kills with melees, and you'll get these perks as Slice and Dice, Powered Shields, which gives you energy orbs, give you shields and overshields. Interesting. Or Overpowered. This is one of the strongest buffs you can get. I would recommend picking Overpowered as your buff on this tier. Casting ability gives you ability strength by 2% for each energy spent. Now, it's like a built-in Blind Rage super mod, so if you want to use this, I'd highly recommend it. You get some hilariously high numbers. After that, you get a Riven mod or a Singular Arcane. I'd say go for the Riven mod, honestly. After you kill 500 more Tech Rot, you get a Red Archon Shard, which I'd highly recommend you pick that, or an Omniforma Blueprint. Omniforma Blueprints are pretty expensive to build, so just go for the Red Shard, honestly. That will be great for Uriel, too, on Wednesday. Break 300 boxes to get 200 Vosphor or 2 Arcanes. And then for your final upgrades possible from the entire calendar thing, you got melee attack speed, Spectre, and companion damage, or orb effectiveness again. So pretty powerful stuff. Last one gets some Tech Rot ability kills. You get a Riven mod or 2K Kuva. Go for the Riven mod, honestly. So yeah, pretty nice calendar right there. You got a Red Shard. You got some upgrade materials for the new frames. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Elite Temporal Archimedia. This is going to be the best place in the game to get combined Archon Tau Shards. They can actually just drop as loot. Okay, so as far as we got going on here, these mission types are going to be weeklies, and they're going to be pretty high-level enemies. So you have to get rank 5 with the Hex Syndicate to unlock these missions. Alright, first mission, Hell Scrubber. Second mission, Defense. Third mission, Exterminate. Now, there is going to be a reset, like, you know, the big updates on Wednesday. They might have some things reset, guys. So if you see these missions right now, they're not like that after Wednesday. That's what happens. So, yeah, you might even be able to buy relic packs from Teshin and they'll reset on Wednesday, but I would say don't risk it in case it doesn't reset. Alright, but yeah, Hell Scrubber is basically survival. Mission modifiers as follows. Hold your breath. The entire region deals toxin damage over time, increasing the longer you're in the toxin field. If you're near a Hell Scrubber, you're not going to take toxin, though. So basically, the Hell Scrubbers are like little safe spots. Now, Wisp Motes will protect you from that. It's not too bad of a toxin damage thing, but, you know, it's something to keep in mind for sure. Miasmite Swarm is also active. Miasmites will spawn out of the shadows and attack you, and they will cause fire procs. Not that bad. And the last one here, Hostile Regeneration. All enemies will slowly regenerate their health. We kill enemies pretty fast in Warframe nowadays, so it shouldn't really matter. For defense, this mission is failable technically. You got Vamp Rock as your first modifier. The defense objective Flare will create a field that disrupts players' abilities and also drains energy. But it will also boost their health. Flare will slowly lose health when no players are in range, so basically have someone camping near Flare to make it where Flare does not die. Post-Mortal Surges. Slay enemies explode with void energy. Keep them away from Flare for sure. And the last one, Entanglement. If you are near a dead enemy, you have reduced movement and parkour velocity. For your final mission here, Exterminate, should be basically free. Actually, never mind, it's not free, because we have 3 of the worst possible modifiers all at the same time. We got Cache Crash. So basically, the way Cache Crash works is that if you do not do the Fervon Cache thing in this mission, it will double the kill count. So we're talking 450 enemies in a mission that spawns 200 enemies. So you will massively regret it if you don't do this modifier, Cache Crash. So organize your teammates. Yo, guys, let's all get those cache things, the Fervon charges, because I am not going to be jumping back and forth for about 10 minutes fighting these enemies. So, yeah, highly recommend doing the cache on Cache Crash, or you're going to regret it massively. Next, Vampire Limitus. Slow-moving vampire ghosts will chase you down and kill you. They will drain your energy and health if you don't pay attention. And the last one, Competitive Streak. Random negative modifiers from Amir and Aui's face-off mode will be active in the mission. So there's some really nasty modifiers that can appear. Like, it says energy orbs disabled. It means all energy regeneration sources disabled. So orbs won't work. Zeteric won't work. Energy Nexus won't work. You just gotta be really, really aware that weird things can happen in this final mission. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. At least killing enemies should be easy, because they have no modifiers making them more tanky. For your individual modifiers, you can put these on for more loot. Gear Embargo means no gear allowed, so no on-call crew members, no energy pads, no nothing. Untreatable is going to make it where you can no longer heal. Well, pickups will not heal, health orbs will not be picked up, so Wisp will really be good this week. Lethargic Shields means shield regeneration delay is increased by 500%, so quick shield restore things like Brief Respite and Harrow's Chains will be very good for that. And Constricted, maximum energy reduced by 75%. Yeah, just an annoying one regardless. So, either way, that's going to be your Elite Templar Archimedia. Let's move on to the Elite Deep Archimedia, which is a very similar setup, but on a different planet, and has, I would say, honestly, slightly worse loot, because you cannot get combined Archon Tau shards. You can only get normal base Archon Tau shards. But yeah, we also got some really good Incarnons this week, too, so make sure you stick around for the end of the video when we go over those. Alright, Sanctum Anatomica. Got some more Elite missions right here. And this is, again, this is the exact same idea. Get rank 5 with this syndicate to access these missions on a weekly basis, and you will consume some Netrocell search pulses to do these special elite missions that have more loot than normal Netrocells. Okay, so as far as we got on this planet, we got Disruption, Survival, and Assassination. As far as what these modifiers are going to do, you've got double Demolishers for your Disruption mission. This actually makes the mission easier, in my opinion, because these Necromech Demolishers get stuck on walls all the time with this modifier. So yeah, 2 Demolishers will appear instead of 1, but they have reduced health, and they honestly get stuck on walls. So if you hear a beeping at Demolisher, just go in that general direction, and they should be honestly insta-killed. Vampire Limitus are back again, chasing you down and draining your energy and killing you. So look out for the Vampire Ghost in this mission. Next, Commanding Culverins makes enemies deal more damage to Overguard, so Dante... Honestly, Dante doesn't even care. Dante just casts one more ability and doesn't even matter. Next, the mission Survival. You got Parasitic Towers, your first modifier. Life Support Towers only active if players kill 20 enemies within 15 meters of them. This is a very annoying modifier when you're solo, and also very annoying when you have specific tile set spawns. Because the way the enemy walking, like spawn flow and pathing works, if they're nowhere near the thing you have to kill them by, you might be in trouble. So having a way to pull them in could be good, or just, you know, having the presence of mind to kill them in the circle, without those types of things. But yeah, either way, it is a pretty annoying modifier in my opinion. Next, Fortified Foes. Guardian Eximus mechs may appear, also Guardian Eximus in general. It's not that big of a deal, but that is a thing you should look out for. And also, Post-Mortal Surges. Enemies explode in void energy when killed. Shouldn't matter because there's no objective to keep alive in this mission. For the final mission, the Assassination, I'd like to let you guys know that the Infinite Stella farm has been patched out from this mission, so you can no longer infinitely farm Stella. That being said, it looks like it's big explosions time this week with Relentless Tide. The Fragmented Tide never stops attacking. It also never stops spawning enemies, which should be funny because Explosive Potential is always also active. Rupturing Fragments replace Shuffling Fragments. So if you see an armed enemy in this mission, they will explode when you kill them, and they will deal a good chunk of damage. They will actually double explode, it looks like, because also Post-Mortal Surges makes every enemy explode. So you got Rupturing Fragments exploding and every enemy exploding, so Explosion Fiesta. As far as the individual modifiers, you got Ammo Deficit, giving you reduced ammo from drops and gear. Gear Embargo, which is available on both plans this week, means no crew members allowed, no ammo pads, no nothing. And just like the previous plan, Lethargic Shields, shield regeneration delay, massively reduced. If you have a friend like Temple can get their whole shield back in one ability cast, so that's a good thing to look out for this week. And Frame Cursor, activating ability does 50 damage to you. So good luck getting those Archon Tau shards from that mission. Alright, let's go over to Bird 3 here with his guaranteed shard per week. We got a Amber Archon shard from Bird 3. Now, this is a reset every week on Sunday nights if you are rank 5 with this syndicate. Alright, so that's basically it. You can just buy that and move on. It's 30,000 rep, just move on. Alright, moving over to the Incarnons, Archon Hunt, and the Nightwave. If you have been paying attention, the HEMA augment was available next week to people who have been grinding Nightwave a lot. But also, I think I should be getting the last Nightwave loot this week as well. Alright, as far as the Archon Hunt, you got the Wolf Archon with mission types being Rescue, Defense, and the final boss showdown. Good luck getting that Archon Tau shard. Moving on to the circuit, we have a great place to get lots of things that are pretty annoying to farm usually, like Oberon, Normal. But yeah, as far as the frames, you got Necros, Normal, Valkyr, Normal, and Oberon, Normal. As far as where these frames come from, Necros comes from Lefantis boss fight on Deimos. Pretty easy to farm. Valkyr comes from Alad V boss fight on Jupiter, extremely easy to farm. And I believe Oberon comes from Railjack Defense or something terrible like that. So you're going to want to grab Oberon here. His helmet's actually really good nowadays too. You got the Smite ability on his helmet. The other options are going to be the Warcry helmet from Valkyr, which is also pretty good, and the Terrify helmet from Necros. It's also good. But yeah, honestly guys, it's annoying to farm Oberon. Just go ahead and grab Oberon. Even though a lot of people got an Oberon for free for logging in. Alright, moving on to the Steel Pass Circuit. We have some of the top tier weapons in all of Warframe. And I am not kidding, these are some top tier items for sure. So, if you would like to grab Kuva or Rivens instead, you could totally do that. But let's talk about what all these Incarnons do and why they're so good. Alright, so we got the Torrid Incarnon, the Dual Toxicist Incarnon, the Dual Ichor Incarnon, the Miter Incarnon, and the Atomos Incarnon. The best of the best are going to be like these three on the left over here. The Dual Ichor, the Dual Tox, and the Torrid, but honestly, they're all really, really good. I like the Miter a lot, and also the Atomos is underrated for sure. But as far as the best, Torrid Incarnon right here is a Toxin Grenade Launcher, but the nice thing about this is, unlike most Incarnons in the game, if you get some body shots with the Torrid, it will give you Incarnon ammo. So, yeah, unlike the Dual Tox, it requires headshots, Miter needs headshots, Atomos needs headshots, this thing can get body shot hits to get your Incarnon ammo, and once you do, this will become a chaining Toxin Beam with relatively long range and very, very high stats. So yeah, it's very good for wiping out multiple enemies at a time, and since it has built-in Toxin, lots of really easy, powerful elemental combos, like a Corrosive build, a Viral build, a Gas build, whatever you want. Even a base Toxin build could be great on this thing. Very powerful. Some of these perks get this thing to like 200% status chance and 200% crit at the same time. You need this thing if you don't have it already, and it is one of the best options this week to grab, especially in the primary slot. So yeah, easy mode, powerful weapon, it will be great in the new update. It might not be as good against the boss fights, but honestly, you can build the Incarnon charge off a boss's weak point, or a boss's like body probably, so that should be easy. So yeah, definitely go ahead and grab that one if you have not already. Next, one of the best secondaries in the game, arguably the best actually, is the Dual Toxicist Incarnon. These things are semi-auto pistols that once you get some headshots, go to Incarnon form. Once they're in Incarnon form, they become full auto and also get built-in ricochet. What ricochet is going to mean is that it will hit multiple enemies in a single trigger pull. So you hit the dude in the middle, hits the enemies nearby him as well. It can also be crazy with punch through, hitting tons of enemies in a row. Not to mention, the damage is extremely high on this thing. The dual Toxicist without the Incarnon gets built-in toxin damage on a headshot, so it's even more synergistic with the dual Toxicist, getting built-in toxin, chaining to nearby enemies, and also shredding through enemies really quick with a full auto nature. So I'd recommend going Commodore's Fortune on this thing. It will shred through everything really, really fast. Honestly, the reason it's arguably the best is because it has crazy range, crazy damage, and really easy to use. The Furious could be arguably better at closer range, but yeah, the Furious cannot go as far distance as the dual Tox does in like sniper encounters, I guess. Next, the dual Icar Incarnon, one of the best melee Incarnons in the game. Once you get a 6x combo multiplier and do a heavy attack, you'll go to Incarnon form, and what Incarnon form on this thing does is it makes kills create toxin clouds on kills. So that toxin cloud can be altered by your mods on your build. So let's say I put a cold mod on my build for my dual Icar, it will make it a viral cloud that can proc enemies and also kill them. So very, very powerful stuff. And also really good base stats to boot. The one thing it's kind of lacking on is the crit department. It has very high status chance, but not as good of crit. So yeah, extremely powerful. Again, though, you can only pick 2 Incarnons in a week. So I would say it's up to you. Like, do you already have a top tier secondary? If you do, then maybe pass the dual Tox for now and go for like primary melee, and you'll be so set with those. Or maybe you already have a primary you like. If you have the bursted or whatever, go secondary melee. And again, guys, any of these 3 on the left over here, you'll be super, super happy with. And it's not like you wouldn't be happy with these ones on the right either. Just they're a little bit less used. All right, as far as what the Miter Incarnon does, the Miter is a saw blade launcher. After you get a headshot with this thing, and honestly, only one headshot I'd say is needed to get full Incarnon ammo, it will make it, the Incarnon form is a homing and bouncing heat damage explosion saw blade launcher. So yeah, you heard that right. Homing and bouncing, and also built-in fire damage too. So really crazy high crit. This thing used to be the best anti-acolyte weapon in the game, but I also don't think you need anti-acolyte weapons anymore because they're so easy to kill. But yeah, as far as powerful perks on this thing, Commodore's Fortune giving a ton of crit chance. That's all you really need, honestly. So yeah, hilariously powerful, but a little bit clunky, honestly. You get 20 Incarnon bullets with this thing from a full magazine, and you will chew through that very fast with any amount of fire rate. Thankfully, it only takes like 1 bullet to kill an enemy with it, but yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. It's a little bit on the clunky side. And the last one here, the Atomos Incarnon, is not as good as the dual Tox, but it is still really, really strong. As far as what this thing does, get some headshots with this thing, and it will get the Incarnon form. Also, this is a chaining fire beam at base, and gets just higher stats with this. So the Incarnon form of this thing is a high-powered grenade launcher with tons of crit, but not really as much status that you might want. But yeah, go to Incarnon form, get some crazy perks like Paladin's Virtue, increasing your base critical damage if you have over 700 maximum energy. That critical damage increase scales off of mods, so it's going to be a lot of extra crit damage in the end. Also, this thing has a really nice perk of Moonrise Velocity, giving more beam range on a beam pistols. Very, very helpful. And for the last one here, we got like crit chance, status chance, all really good options here. So as far as, like I said, the best ones to grab, guys, I'd say probably go for Torrid Dual Tox this week. Some of the best primaries and secondaries in the game. But again, if you already have the Furious and you're happy with that, you already have the Burst, you're happy with that, you could go for the Dual Icar instead. And if you don't want any of this stuff, you're like, I don't like meta stuff, guys. I want to get the things that are not as meta. You can go with the Miter or the Atomos if you really want to. They're all really, really good, but you can only pick 2. So yeah. Reminder though, if you do want to get more than 2 this week, you can go to Cavallero and buy them for Platinum, as long as the week is currently available for that. Hope that's helpful to you guys. Let's go over this Nightwave reset here and see what we got going on. As you can see, I am about 4 levels away from the maximum rep, where the Cyandana and all the other good stuff. Alright, first weekly challenge is Kleptomaniac. Open 30 lockers. Not too bad. Next, Venus Fisher. Catch 6 rare servofish of the Orb Valis. Use the stunning fishing spear for AoE stuns to get them all stunned. And for the Elite Weeklies, you got the first one. Voluntary Specimen. Complete a run of Deep Archimedia or Templar Archimedia. Those are the missions we were talking about at the beginning of this video, the really, really good ones for loot. So you need to have rank 5 of those syndicates to get this unlocked, or to get this completed. And your other Elite Weekly is Walk Without Rhythm. Kill a Tusk, Thumper, Doma in the Plains of Eidolon. I'd recommend starting up the Narmer bounty and taking the Sharp right when you load in. There should be a Thumper right there. And for your permanent weeklies, kill some Eximus, complete some missions, and kill some enemies to get that easy rep. All right, guys. So the the updates on Wednesday. So yeah, make sure you got Night Tane to build anything you might want. Maybe grab an Oricon reactor or something like that for the new items. This would be a great time. Looks like Noko's helmet is available in the store. If you want to grab Noko's helmet, I don't think see anything weird up here. Any arcane helmets? Looks like no. All right, we got critical mutation for the Catabalist. A must-run augment on the Catabalist. It gives a ton of crit. I mean, it's not a must-run. It's really good, the Catabalist. So powerful if you want to use the Coda Catabalist for high damage. We also got the volatile variant for the Sporothrix. A must-run augment on the Sporothrix. Makes it have more AoE and more status chance. Very, very good. And the other ones are really up to you. So I'd say go for these two, critical mutation and volatile variant if you don't have them already. This used to go for like 200 plat, honestly. So crazy stuff there. And for your Conclave augment, you got the Recharge Barrier, Ambush Optics, Skull Shot, and Brainstorm. So yeah, guys, that's basically going to be it for your weekly reset. You got a ton of stuff happening this week. And I'm also live on stream right now, some Omniforma bundle giveaways. So expect tons of videos from me this week on the channel. We're going to be doing a patch note video on Wednesday, Uriel build video. We'll find the meta farming strategies. You know how it is around here. So yeah, thank you for all the support. Again, I will see you on stream in the next video, and you guys have a great weekend. See you on Wednesday if I don't see you on stream. Peace!